media, Hooli Vision, anger management too, dog. Just got done watching the stream. Shout out to Angry Fans. Shout out to uh, Yo Yo Word Sport. You know what I mean? They collabed. I know Yo Yo controls a lot of that stuff behind the scenes as far as like the transitions and like making sure battlers is getting their shit together and getting on the stream and doing what they supposed to do and being there on time. Clean Paper didn't show up. Fuck Clean Paper, first of all. Let me say that. Let me start with that. Fuck Clean Paper. Cause I'm just tired of fucking Clean Paper. You know what I mean? This motherfucker done got opportunity after opportunity. I'm from Michigan, dog. I be wanting to root for Clean Paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this dude is a clown. You know what I'm saying? He does not respect the sport, does not respect the art, does not respect the culture, because he keep on doing this and people keep on booking him. So at the end of the day, it's everybody else's fault for booking his ass. His ass should be banned from damn near every platform, period. But moving on. The rest of the card was pretty fire. Just shout out for putting something together for Thanksgiving for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, it was fire. Uh, what we start with? What did we start with? Innovate. And that dude, Sino. You know what I'm saying? It was a good battle to start with. The chat was hating. I seen the chat. They don't know who neither of these dudes are. A lot of the angry fans, I don't know whether they just don't know who they are. They just hating, whatever. But personally, I had Innovate winning that battle. Sino was fired. They was both fired. They both are good writers, but Sino stumbled a little too much for me. It would have been very debatable otherwise. You know what I'm saying? One round battle, good material. They both got their shit off, but Sino stumbled a little more. I edged it to Innovate. And I'm a big Innovate fan regardless. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Innovate's best performance, far from it. But Innovate is fire, period. He always is. He always bring it as long as he's like a sober minded and shit. You know what I mean? And when he's in that mode, sober Innovate different, man. But moving on, man. What was the next battle? What was the second battle? Um, Rio Nikosi. It was Rio Nikosi and Gwitty. Rio Nikosi and Gwitty. Now, they was dogging. Harlem Legend got to going at it with Rio after this battle because Gwitty had a real short round and choked in his round. And it was obvious that he choked and his material wasn't that good to begin with. And I know that Rio can be a little drawn out sometimes. But to say that Rio wasn't saying nothing, then you just wasn't listening. I'm beginning to think that Harlem Legend is just a dick riding dumb motherfucker. And we all know he's an apologist for people like Qua and shit like that. So I don't fuck with Harlem Legend regardless. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a pussy piece of shit, to be honest. You know what I mean? Just keeping it a buck, keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? He's a fake ass dude and a dick eater. But in this shit, he got the hating on my man's Rio. I'm like, what the fuck, dog? Like, you can't say Gwitty won the battle when Gwitty choking and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, is we gonna go by these new school rules where you can choke and still win a battle? Or is we gonna go by the rules that started this shit? If you choke, you lose, motherfucker. Period. And that's why we gonna get into it in a minute. The Danny battle. Danny versus Battle Facts, my Battle Facts. And we're gonna get into that in a minute. But Gwitty lost. I'm sorry. And for you to say that Rio wasn't saying nothing, then you just not listening. Motherfuckers be programmed to listen to that simple shit. Gwitty was trash. Rio was far from the best that I've seen as far as Rio goes, but he says some shit. It wasn't like he wasn't saying nothing. Like, come on, man. Cut it. And I know he had a long round. He'd be drawn out sometimes, but it's not like he wasn't saying nothing. Cut it out, man. Gwitty lost. Harlem Legend was up there dick riding for whatever reason. Simple minded motherfucker, you know. But it is what it is. Moving on, man. Danny, my battle facts. That shit was fire. This shit was fire. I did not expect what we got out of my battle facts. This dude was actually fire. You know what I'm saying? Like he had some shit. He was poised too. Like dude was poised. He was not only like had bars and had some shit that was hitting a little bit. Now he ain't had no like crazy haymakers, but he was poised in front of 2.5 thousand people, bro. That's more. Really, that's as many people that be at Summer Man. I know it's not in person, so it's different. But you still rapping in front of as many people as that be at like Summer Madness and these big stage battles, like and these big events, like so shit can be nerve wracking. And for him to be as calm as he was and deliver his shit the way he did was very impressive from somebody that doesn't battle. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that really it was his first battle that we've ever seen, and he was battling one of the goats. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people got my battle facts winning, and here's the thing about that. I thought Danny had better material. Let's keep it a buck. And what Danny does, there was a much larger grade of difficulty, degree of difficulty, so to speak. The way Danny formulates his material, it's much more difficult. You know what I'm saying? The shit he does has a higher degree of difficulty. Let's just keep it a buck. But Danny did stumble slash, if you want to call it a choke at the end. So by technical, if I'm going by my rule, by my same rules in a 1 round battle, you cannot win that battle if you choke. So then, and my battle facts was fire. He wasn't trash. It wasn't like he is winning by technicality necessarily, but I think he kind of is but it's not like he trash or was trash. That's why I want to make sure that I put an exclamation on that because he was not trash. He was fire. He was good. You know what I'm saying? But Danny had better material, and at the end, kind of stumbled and shit. And I can see why people got my battle facts winning. I'd have to give him the battle as well. You know what I'm saying? I think, I think QP and Di might have battled before that. But let's get to that battle. Di the Henny Man goes first. This might have been battle of the night, actually. This is probably battle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Because they was both good. Deotta Henny man had a really good round. My only complaints with Di is he has bars. He's a decent writer. He's not a great writer, but he's a decent writer. But his delivery be a little off sometimes, and I don't think he says shit the way that he wanted to in the throughout this round. He didn't necessarily perform it and deliver some of these bars the way he wanted to. I feel like, and I bet you if you asked him, he would probably admit that because I could just tell by listening. But the bars was there, the energy was there. He's been pretty good in some of these virtual battles lately, anyway. You know what I'm saying? Um, Ever since he like got caught writing on Word Sport like a year or two ago, whenever that was. But he been pretty good lately. You know what I'm saying? But then QP did what QP does and was absolutely out of his fucking mind like usual. The writing, best writer of the night. You know what I'm saying? He's arguably the best writer in the world. Period. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I mean? And the fact that he does it every time. He never slouches with that shit. He never shows up with like a half-ass fucking written round or performance. Like this dude has the energy and everything in virtual battles. He's like the top of virtual shit. He's like the end game in virtual real talk. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, you know what I'm saying. But um, this was probably battle of the night. Best back and forth, man. Best back and forth of the night, I would say. So, but I would not. I would. I thought QP won clear. Let's just keep it a buck. QP won clear, but Henny was fired. You know what I'm saying? I don't got none of the bars written down. You know what I'm saying? But bro, QP had this shit where he was talking about Henny on the rocks because he left from. Bro, that Henny on the rocks shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did the whole "We Are the Streets" shit, or "We Got the" whatever the fuck he said, not "We Are the Streets," that's the lock shit, but "We got the streets" or whatever Ti be saying. When he was talking about curb stomping his ass or whatever, when he was talking about that shit was crazy. That bro, QP had a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And also, I seen somebody in the chat saying that QP went to the school of Nitty, and I was like, nah, son. Nitty went to the school of SONS. Nitty went to the school of QP, motherfucker. It ain't not the other way around. Let's keep it a beam. You know what I'm saying? Like this, the, a lot of people regurgitated that SONS style, conceded QP. You know what I'm saying? Heart, bro, really, really. Like, let's not even. If that's what you think, you shouldn't even be talking about battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't been in, you, or you a new battle fan. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. Because SONS birthed a lot of these dudes' styles. You know what I'm saying? But QP with the edge, QP with the edge, and then, like I said, Clean didn't show up, so we didn't get the Reaper Rel shit. You know what I mean? Where's Clean? Because Clean is a bozo. Also, then we got T Top, Swave Sever. Swave Sever, T Top. T Top smoke Swave. It was, bro, Swave had some shit. It wasn't like Swave's, but Swave's delivery was all off. He was in the dark, kind of sounded like he was reading. Sw- People in the chat was saying Swave wasn't saying shit, which wasn't true. Swave actually had some bars if you was listening and paying attention. Swave shit was not terrible. It was good. Like the material was decent anyway. You know what I'm saying? But T Top shit was fucking insane. When he was talking about how his pops only had one. All right, man. We back, I guess. What the fuck happened? All right, man. We back, I guess. What the fuck happened? My stream got interrupted, but anyway, I didn't want to go say all that shit over again, so we reconnected. Anyway, um, but when T Top said that shit about how when they be at the table saying grace for Thanksgiving, his pops could only bless half the room because he got one arm. Oh my god, bro! Like, and he said that daddy issue shit. You don't want to talk about chops and arms because we know you got daddy issues. Like, bro, bro, T Top was going to fuck off. but Swave says some shit like have tea spilling like bitches gossiping. Like he had some shit, man. He had some shit. My bad. The stream cut the fuck. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I guess it let me reconnect. I ain't really never had that shit happen before. But anyway, we back. But Swave lost. He died. He got killed. You know what I mean? Um, would have been a better battle if Swave would have been more clean. You know what I'm saying? So, um, okay. I think that's the whole card. So we moving on to, and I also, Swave is a bitch, you know, because of the whole adept situation and him lying about checking them and all this other shit, all this fuck shit, you know what I mean? And then getting checked by the whole chat and adept and everybody while they were doing the Restore Order podcast, and he really wouldn't address it, talking about how if you from the streets and you know, like I know, speak on it, like he was really gonna do something. Like Adept really pulled his card and made him look like Swave used to have some believability, and now he don't got none. If you ask me, after that whole situation, he got no believability. Um, and allegedly he has a glory hole in his fucking mom's basement or whatever. Anyway, Arsenal, Jag. I watched this, so I'll quickly run through this shit. Um, I thought Jag went first. I thought his first round was alright. I thought it was a little lackluster and a little like they just wasn't really hitting for me. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal throughout this entire battle, Arsenal showed levels, and Arsenal's material was a lot better. You know, it's like I said, I don't have notes. I ain't been writing shit down. So, but Arsenal had some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about what if I was really rolling up 20s in the backwood and bro, Arsenal has some shit, man. Like, and Jag wasn't bad. Jag was alright, but I thought it was clearly levels. I thought Jag don't even really deserve that battle to me. I think that all they was doing was making up the battle for when he dubbed ARP for the whole Wayne situation, which obviously didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Because he just wanted to rap in front of Wayne. Then shit happened. Now he back on RBE trying to make up battles. You know what I mean? So, like, what the fuck, man? The motherfuckers be on some clown shit. Be doing some clown shit, and then be right back. And like we all know about ARP, just for you to even be fucking with him, real shit. I think ARP is one of the most biggest piece of shit rapist apologist motherfuckers, man. Like straight up, you know what I mean? Like this dude is gutless. You know what I'm saying? This dude lied on Black Compass, but then he letting fucking Mr. Untie Us back into the fucking fold and shit again. Like, so fuck that dude and his brand. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to watch the battle because of Arsenal, because I'm an Arsenal fan. I always have been. And Arsenal smoke, Jag. Let's just keep it a buck. Go and watch it. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to see the bars and hear the bars, Arsenal had a whole bunch of crazy shit. Arsenal just has a great delivery too, man. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal is just like one of them dudes who has like these pockets that he gets in that are so smooth, like kind of like Calico, or like there's a few guys who just sound great. You know what I'm saying? And Arsenal is one of them. You know what I mean? We also showed levels from a writing standpoint. You know what I mean? But what else is we looking forward to? What else is there to talk about right now, man? I know Homecoming's coming up, and what's the other battle on that card? Sirius Jones and Geechee. You know what I mean? I think Geechee, obviously Geechee does what Geechee does, but Geechee, to me, Geechee has become one of the better anglers in the whole in battle rap. Like before, he was a lot of gang talk and a lot of back to back punching, but fitting angles into that back to back shit as well. Because you can punch and angle all at the same time if you know how to write. You know what I mean? Like if you're a good writer, you can do all that. You know what I'm saying? And and Geechee has gotten really good at doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but but with that being said, Sirius Jones is one of the hardest battlers to beat. Period. Sirius Jones also does a lot of things well. He never has boring material. For one, he's a really funny dude. For two, he's one of those few, kind of like a Marv One or people like that can joke but still have like respect from a street standpoint and still be able to get those type of bars off too. You know what I'm saying? And still not seem like just a jokey joke clown motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be a good battle, man. And I'm kind of excited to see Sirius Jones back after being locked up. We haven't seen him in a while because he's one of the legends. He doesn't get the fucking due that he deserves as one of the goats and legends of battle rap. Period. Throughout all of these eras, still being on top and one of these dudes who still don't lose battles and still shows up at every battle with fire material, never loses clear. Like, come on, man. A lot of these guys that have been in the game that long do not lose battles clear. They got stamina, pause, to get through all of their rounds. They never have like bad material. They never choke. They're from that school where stamina means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like the more stamina you had, the more battles you won a lot of the time. Whoever ran out of material a lot of the time in the olden days as far as like battling. You know what I'm saying? Like so these dudes were trained from like a delivery and stamina standpoint not to choke, you know what I mean? And like it shows in a lot of these battles. These new motherfuckers don't be trained in as far as that aspect of the game. So you know you're not gonna get a choke or a lot of stumbles out of a Sirius Jones or a Mook. You know what I mean? Like even Lux, man. Like Lux, arguably, I guess choked against Calico. Like obviously choked against Calico, but the more I watch that battle, the more it seems like he almost did it on purpose just to. And I still don't. I still find that hard to convince myself that somebody would choke on purpose. You know what I mean? But the more I watch the battle, it's almost like he like wanted he like lured Calico into like thinking that he was gonna get an easy win and then ripped his heart the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like it kind of seems that way. Like go back and with watch it with that in mind. You know what I mean? And tell me if you kind of don't feel the same way. Now I can't say that 100%. To me, a choke is a choke, but still, like it's something to debate, I guess. You know what I mean? But that should be a good battle. We got the rest of the card. I just don't remember. I saw it once, and I don't know if any of the other battles jumped out at me. But another thing I want to talk about before I did is Big K, Jazz the Rapper. I see a lot of motherfuckers talking about how Big K might take his foot off the gas because he's battling a female. I don't think so. Big K knows if he can body Jazz, he probably got the champion of the fucking year in the bag. Well, would if he was a URL battler, because we all know that that shit is a URL award, straight up. Nowadays, anyway, we're not talking about champion of the year back when O Red won it, and he had URL battles. Big K has none this year. You know what I'm saying? And he don't battle on URL no more. We know what happened with that situation, the whole T top shit. So like, I just don't think I don't think Big K can win champion of the year no matter what, even though he deserves it this year. I don't think he can win it. I don't think Easy can win it. I don't think anybody that's not on URL can win it. Period. Geechee will win it again. You know what I mean? After beating Easy, Geechee will probably win it again because they gonna act like that battle holds that much weight that that's the deciding factor. You know what I mean? Watch. Just watch. Mark my fucking words. Mark my fucking words. You know what I mean? But I do think Big K is gonna come out and try to absolutely fucking destroy Jazz the Rapper. People picking Jazz to win this battle. I'm like, Jazz's last couple of battles were real lackluster. The battle against Nitty, that shit was trash. Her and Nitty was both trash in that battle. It was on the Riot. I remember watching that event and thinking that Coffee and Geechee was trash, and so was fucking Nitty and Jazz. You know what I mean? But whatever, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. But I think Big K is gonna come try to take her fucking head off, and he probably will. You know what I mean? Cause it's fucking Big K. You know what I mean? Like she has not battled anybody that's gonna be as disrespectful as this man will be to her in that ring. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I just hope that they not so biased in that fucking champion of the year room. Not that I give a fuck about that award. It means nothing to me. You know what I mean? Because so many people that should be included in the argument are never included. You know what I mean? So, and then we all know it's been a tainted URL award for how long? You know what I mean? Like any of those awards, man. Uh, and they be having the dumbest motherfuckers up there talking about the shit and debating the shit and voting on the shit. Like, man, fuck out of here. But shout out to everybody that was on anger management too. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that did their thing. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna probably get high, lay the fuck back, some shit. I don't know. But holla at your boy. It's your boy Brick Street Sprite, Brick Street Hooligans, Brick Street Media, Hooling Vision. I'm out of here. 100.